22nd Psalm is a wonderful Holy Week passage. The psalmist wrote 1,000 years before the crucifixion of Jesus, and 800 years before the Romans even thought up this method of death. The early church used these 7 sayings of Jesus to demonstrate that Jesus was meditating upon this passage as he was dying upon the cross. It brought comfort to suffering Christians then, and does so even now today. In other passages like Genesis chapter 22 and Isaiah chapter 53, we can see Old Testament prophecy of Jesus dying upon the cross. But the 22nd Psalm invites us to join for a few moments with Jesus in meditation as he was giving his life upon Mount Calvary for you and I.
The third saying, "Woman, behold your son." Verses 9 through 14. But you are he who took me out of the womb. You made me trust while on my mother's breasts. I was cast upon you from birth. From my mother's womb, you have been my God. Be not far from me, for trouble is near, for there is none to help. Many bulls have surrounded me, strong bulls of Bashan have encircled me. They gape at me with their mouths, like a raging and roaring lion. I am poured out like water, and all my bones are out of joint. My heart is like wax, it has melted within me. John 19:25-27. Now there stood there by the cross of Jesus, his mother, and his mother's sister, Mary, the wife of Clopas, and Mary Magdalene. When Jesus therefore saw his mother and the disciple whom he loved standing by, he said to his mother, "Woman, behold your son." Then he said to the disciple, "Behold your mother." And from that hour, that disciple took her into his own home.
Jesus looks down from the cross and he sees 3 women, all named Mary. 3 important people in his earthly life. He sees his own mother's faithfulness, and around her he sees and hears the hostile crowd. He feels compassion for those he must leave behind, and he tells John to take care of her. Lastly, he also feels his own pain and discomfort. His bones are weakening and his physical heart is failing. He knows death will overtake him soon. We don't often ponder our last hours here on earth, and we sure don't have to wait until then to handle our affairs. What have you left undone? Make a phone call, write a letter. Don't wait for the final hour.